Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, guys, we're going to start here on the daily time frame. Then we're going to work ourselves down to these smaller time frames. We'll close out on the 15-minute chart, and then we're going to look at some setups. All right, we got some individual tickers that I think right now, I think this is the time we should be watching them. So we're going to watch them. All right. SPY. Guys, you have a hammer candlestick slash a pin bar. You got an inside day. All right. Consolidation day. I'm just saying this looks bullish to me. You have a large lower wick going on here. This is SPY. You come over here to QQQ. What do you have? You have a large lower wick over here. You knew buyers were stepping up. The daily close is what is really, it's very important in my personal opinion. All right. If I had to take a guess, guys, we're going to continue higher into tomorrow. All right, we're going to be looking at some stuff that you could pay attention to on the smaller time frames. But as far as the big picture is concerned, I do not think this looks bearish in the slightest bit. All right, I was vocal about that in my weekly update. But I'm just letting you guys know, you know, this looks very bullish to me. You even have this downtrend. You had the break and retest here on the, over there on the daily time frame. You can see on the 4-hour time frame. Now, what I did tell you guys to watch out for was this uptrend right here. All right, this is actually something I made on the 15-minute, if I'm remembering correctly. We're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. Come over here to the hourly. And guys, where did we end up seeing buyers step in? Guys, we had two scenarios going into this week. It was going to be this one. Or it was going to be you fall here and you're coming down here and then you probably still get a big old bounce because the golden pocket is down here. All right, guys, I'm just putting it out here. You got one of these two scenarios playing out right here before your eyes. You're now seeing the bounce from up here. So you had buyers step in here, okay, at your demand zone down here, which happened to align with the break and retest of that trend line. And then also this uptrend here. We're going to, declutter our chart here. But you had a lot of confluence going on, which is why this is one of the two zones that we are paying attention to for buyers to step in. The other one is all the way down here. It's a ways to go. But you can see, guys, you had a hammer candlestick and then a continuation candlestick. And guys, and now we're just consolidating in the golden pocket. This is exactly where you're seeing sellers step up right here in the golden pocket. Now, you did have declining volume on the day. All right, so even though we do have these bullish candlesticks, I'm going to be honest, all right, they ain't going to do it for me. What do I like about these, though? Guys, I like the structure going on here. All right. And if you can, I'm just putting it out there. If you could just get above 495, we'll call it on an SPY, guys, you're probably going to have the next leg up. All right. The last time you broke these highs, you had another $4 move. Wouldn't that be pretty? Coming all the way up here. Oh, what is $4? 500 schmeckles. All right. The $500 psych level. I think it's likely. All right. I don't think we're just going to stall it before $500 and then go lower. All right. But this could be potentially setting up some sell side structure. What are we going to be paying attention to for that sell side structure? You got to break this low right here, which is going to be 490.23. If you can break 490.23, yes, you're going to have this right over here, but I'm just going to put it out there. You're probably going to break down. All right. You're probably going for a ride here. Why? Because you will have a high, a higher low, a lower high. And then if you break down here, you have a lower low. You will have an hourly downtrend. And then we can start looking for more downside. Guys, this whole ride up, you guys see what I'm saying here? You had a low, you had a low, you had a low, low, low. Up until this point right here, you didn't set anything up. So is that, something, are we going to be looking at a bigger dip here? I don't know. I still think things look bullish to me. All right. But I'm showing you guys exactly what you could be paying attention to if you would like a sell setup. All right, guys, underneath 492.58, which was today's close, by the way, you closed directly on support, on hourly support right here. It's the low of this candlestick right here. And then you got the low of this candlestick also being 492.58. And then this one was 492.59. So, guys, you closed right on support. You have this little range here. You literally had sellers step in right from the golden pocket. Why do we talk about the golden pocket so much here on this channel, guys? Because we continuously see it show up in the confluence that we look for. All right. And now we're seeing it one more time on SPY and QQQ. IWM How we looking, guys? All right. Good. I'm gonna say this is a mixed chart we got going on here, guys. But you did have buyers stepping in the golden pocket. All right. So even though the hourly time frame, this looks pretty sloppy over here, guys. In the daily time frame, you literally had buyers stepping in at your demand down here. So you're holding your demand from the previous 2 days, and then guess what? You bottomed out at the bottom of the golden pocket. Buyers are stepping in where they got to step in. Now, what I don't like is this, this volume suggesting this candlestick is a lie. We're going to have to see. I want to see I want to see a bullish candlestick with some volume here so we can get moving and grooving. But that's really what I'm seeing over here on the indices, guys. PLT, you surpassed, all right, underneath your 0.786. I'm just going to say, guys, rate cuts, they are starting to be unpriced in. That is going to bring TLT down. If buyers were going to step in, it was going to be right here. I think we're probably going to revisit this low. I'm trying to talk quicker right now. I'm on a break. We're going to revisit this low over here at 93.10. That is what I am going to just take a guess here and say we're probably going to be doing that. All right. But as far as indices go, guys, all right, let's make it real simple. I know we got a lot of clutter on these charts. Just know, guys, you break yesterday's high, all right, we're going to be looking at, all the way up here. We're looking at a new high. All right. So let's just mark out a chart here. This level now is irrelevant. Okay. But the high over here was 494.17. So we're going to put that on our chart. And then we're going to have this support we're watching down here. Underneath this level, guys, this is how you're going to watch this intraday tomorrow morning, guys. Underneath here, you're looking to come down back into your demand, which is going to start at 491.62, the high of this candlestick over here. All right, on the hourly time frame, you can see this is exactly where it held. All right, you know it's not always going to look perfect here, these demand supply zones on every time frame, but all right, you guys can clearly see this is where it's being respected. All right, just like over here on QQQ, all right, you had this reversal candlestick right at your demand zone. You had the same thing going on over here on SPY. Maybe it's a little more of a doji looking candlestick. Nonetheless, you held. All right. And that is why I'm still bullish on this. I'm just going to put it out there. All right. Unless you could take out these lows, then I will be short-term bearish, guys. I will. And if you're going to take your shot at a short right here in the golden pocket, we talk about all the time, this was your prime spot. It offers a great risk-reward ratio, guys. Coming down here as your reward and coming right here as your risk, that is a 3-to-1 risk-to-reward ratio 100% of the time. I got you. There you go. You ain't got a strategy, try out the golden pocket. It literally makes, if you got problems following your rules, try out the golden pocket if you want. It's not like it makes it complicated. It literally simplifies the crap out of everything. I'm not going to say I use the golden pocket as my stops, but I will tell you right now, I definitely use it in my analysis every single day. Like, I do a lot of freaking intraday analysis. I'm going to be honest. Times I wish I was just playing 0 DTs all the time on SPY we're a shot caller, guys. We are a shot caller. I will definitely say that. Every single day. Yeah, we'd be calling the shots over here in these markets, guys. Let me actually just in case anybody else wasn't able to follow along with this price action day. All right, guys. Once you broke down here, all right, I'm just going to say you didn't have any bullish divergences going on the 5-minute time frame. This is something I was letting the Discord know throughout the day. Let's actually just come over here and I'm just going to point this out, guys. This is what we look for. And, since there's not too much on the indices to talk about right now because we're still sitting right up at highs, we just know we got to watch it level by level. Let's talk about this, all right? Guys, how could you have done this, okay? First things first, okay? You come down here. Where was it? Right over here on demand, all right? And you did not have the 5-minute bullish diverge. So I do think this bounce will be sold to a new low where we could then see those divergences form. Either way, we do have the oversold 5-minute RSI, so don't be surprised to see at least a dead cat bounce here. Well, did we get the dead cat bounce there? We did get the dead cat bounce there. All right, it was over here on QQQ. It was literally right here. You got the dead cat bounce. You came down, all right? There's no bullish divergence here on this chart. I will not deny. But what do you have over here on SPY? You have the bullish divergence, because that is the first thing we look for. We look for the 5-minute bullish divergence, and then you start watching the 15-minute time frame if you really want to. But the 5-minute bullish divergences that are going, at least to me, that's my first warning sign. And then if you want to see something bigger set up, Now you start watching the 15-minute. But, you know, that was your warning sign that things were changing. Now, what told you you're probably going to have a full-scale recovery here? You broke above this high. You changed it from your downtrend to an uptrend. So you broke above here, and you hit it with the break and retest. And then guess what? You were on your way. You can watch the 15-minute time frame here, guys. You reclaimed your 15-minute 9 EMA. That was something, once it got reclaimed, you continued higher the rest of the day. All right. These are things you could be paying attention to. All right. I'm just putting it out there. I got you. But guess what, guys? Guess what? I'm just putting it out there. We don't have any clear signals. So that's why we do have to play things level by level, right? So those are my thoughts on the indices. All right. It's not like we got any clear buy setup here, any clear sell setup. I'm just putting it out here. I literally told you guys what we're looking for to start off the week. We got the sell off. That's exactly what we were looking for. We were looking for a pullback to either this zone or this zone to start off the week, and we were looking for buyers to step in one or the other. If we came all the way down here, your boy Henry was going to take his shot long. All right. That is okay. Moving on to some individual tickers. We will keep this one short. We have 4 that we would like to, well, I would like, I say we as if there's more people behind this operation. There's not, guys. This is a one-man show. This is actually a one-stop shop. I'm going to be honest. I'm extremely happy about the product that I have and this community. Listen, I got my, you know, paid product that guys, we're coming together. We've came a very long way, and I'm happy to be helping. All right. But I'm also going to say right now, I love these videos we do every day. All right. These make my day. I love these. All right. I love coming on here and reviewing these charts. And yeah, especially when we're getting pretty good at the charts. I'm just going to say that right now. All right. But guys, I'm just putting it out there. We're going to talk about SMCI right here. You're going absolutely insane. AMD is still the one that just back tested the all-time high. All right. You see SMCI doing things like this. You got a small float. You got positive news coming out. All right. I'm just putting it out there. You got NVIDIA doing this. You're going crazy. And then you got AMD. I think AMD is probably going to come up here and take out these highs. And I think you're probably going to, you know, I'm just putting it 190 calls, February 16th. All right, that is my bet off of this. Why? Because I'm seeing all the other chip names go nuts. TSM, I don't think. No, TSM is going nuts. What about MU? MU also printed a better candlestick than AMD today. What is this guy doing? All right, it's consolidating. All right, we are just going to wait here. But I am just putting it on your radar because every other time we have seen these chips break out to new highs or have break and retest, we typically see a big move off of them. And AMD is not no small fish in this pond. This is a big boy. So we're talking about the big boy. Guys, you put in this hammer candlestick last week. Do you really think we're not going to get some upside this week? I'm just putting it out there. Buyers stepped up right there at the all-time highs on the break and retest on this weekly chart. I understand the start of the week got a little ugly start to it. Guess what? I still think you're going to take out these high. All right, so still going to talk about next one we're going to be talking about is PLTR over here. Now, PLTR did do some things, and you had you had earnings just now. I know it's not showing you right here, but it actually closed all the way up here. I think it's at like 1950, 1960. All right, so let's just mark that up. I think it's up like 17%. Yeah, it's 17% right there. Congratulations if you are holding calls to these earnings. All right, I will use this as an exit, and we will wait for another setup to pop up here. I'm going to be completely honest. PLTR has been pissing me off. It has not given me the exit that I have wanted in quite some time now. We're finally breaking out of this. We do have this inverse head and shoulders formation. All right, but I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't want playing PLTR. It is freaking... Take advantage of your gap ups is what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying you don't continue higher. I think you actually do continue higher. But you can see what happened on these last 2 big gap ups. You literally faded the whole move every single time. And it like definitely annoyed me because both times I had thoughts. I'm like, oh yeah, you could finally exit. No. All right. Well, I'm trying to exit for, you know, the first half of this position. All right. I think it was half. It was freaking silver profits. Guess what? PLTR keeps just having these moves that it looks like it's finally going. It's the move I'm literally trying to play, and then boom. All right, you fade the move. Guess what? You have a big fat nasty gap up. Your cons are going to be sitting, you know, in the money at this point. like deep in the money at this point. Just do yourself a favor, take some profits. If you don't want to cut the whole position, maybe extend that date out a little further, because in reality, guys, this move is probably like this move where it's just getting started, but you don't know if it's going to fade this move. I'm just putting it out there. All right. So I want to just talk about it. Don't let me put fear in your mind. Don't let me put FOMO in your mind. I'm strictly just a guy talking about the charts. I'm your boy talking about the charts on a YouTube channel. All right. There you go. I guess I'm not just some random guy. All right. But I am a guy on YouTube talking about some charts. All right. So, you know, do with all this info what you will. Baba, all right, you already did really get the move that I was looking for, but I do think you are going to be getting a lot more upside. I think this is just getting started. You're going to be watching this downtrend right here. If we can break above here, which is going to be around... Now, keep in mind, all right, Baba loves to break trend lines, and then by the end of the day, or early in the day, it loves to break the trend lines, and then by the end of the day, it likes to have a big, fat, nasty wick, and it will be a trap move. So I'm just going to put it out there. Look for the daily close above this, all right? I will have an alert here, but, you know, I'm just going to say you're looking for the daily close. And at that point, I'm just saying... you're probably going to have your next leg. And the next leg really can. If you break above here, 77 bucks, guys, yeah, I'm talking you got nothing. Nothing in between here and here. Obviously, you have this little resistance here, but I'm talking from here, from there, all the way down to here. You don't really have anything. And this is a massive move that we could be looking to play. All right. So, you know, I put it on the radar in the weekly update. Congratulations if you played the breakout. Congratulations, all right? The setup was there. It was moving and grooving. If you didn't, guess what? I think you're about to have the chance to swing Baba slash... well, I'm already swinging Baba, but, you know, swing Baba slash play it in the short term. I think we're about to see some short-term momentum into the stock. I'm not saying, you know, gamble into earnings, but play the intraday short-term momentum. I do think we're about to get some opportunities if we sustain this breakout. All right. Carvana, this is the last one I'm going to be talking about today. All right, guys, we're keeping it short. Just 4 tickers we're going to be discussing because these are what I'm looking at right here, right now. This one is ready to go. I don't like that you had the low volume today on today's breakout. So we're going to be watching this thing tomorrow. But I am just putting it out there on the radar. This thing has been consolidating, at least in this. And for this, I know this doesn't look like a tight range, but for Carvana, this is kind of a tight range, all right? You broke out of here and you had a 50% move. This is only a 20% range of consolidation from the high to low over here. Let's just look at it this way. You broke down here and you had a 23% move down. We've been consolidating for a very long time in this range, all right? 33 days. It's not a very long time. It's a month, all right? All right, impatient Henry, it's been a month. Guess what? It loves its trendline breaks. I love playing them. So we will attempt to play it. There you go. All right. I'm just putting it out there, guys. Carvana typically does get some pretty crazy moves off of these trendline breaks. And these are things that I think you can take advantage of, just like I could take advantage of. And that's why we're talking about it right now. Carvana literally loves these trendline breaks. It loves consolidating in bullish manners, and then it freaking rips shorts anuses apart, okay? Pardon my French. You see what I'm saying, right? Breakouts, loves them. It literally does, guys. You get big move after big move here. Look at this. From the break and retest, like literally all of these are coming from breakouts. All right, and then you have your breakdowns. It's such a clean chart, guys. I'm sorry. I left the TP levels up there. I didn't mean to do that. I just realized. I'm sorry. With that being said, I will catch y'all in the next video. I love you guys, and peace.